Name Batman.
Just before I called myself Batman.
When you were thinking of names to choose, what were some of the names that went through your mind?
Pigman.
Why Pigman?
Pork. I love pork and ham and bacon.
Okay, so was there any other names that went through your head?
Yeah, I was doing an assignment on bats in grade 11, and I really began to take a liking to them. So I thought about Nocturnal Man, Vamp Batman, the man who sleeps upside down, and then I came up with the name the Fruit Batman. I knew I was close.
So, why is it Batman?
I like bats.
Do you think that any new superheroes will now go by names of things they like?
Maybe.
So, do you think that some heroes will pop up under names like these? Chick Boy, Arcade Man, Super Fast Car Man, Awesome Movie Man, Rock and Roll Rocks Man, Ice Cream Man?
Well, they should go by the names of animals, or they are not really superheroes.
Like Superman,
Catwoman,
Wonder Woman,
Robin,
Iron Man,
Spider-Man.
the Hulk?
Uh,
So, what would you say to that, Batman? There is a number more heroes with names that make no reference to animals than those that do.
they're not real superheroes.
So, would you say that to Superman,
No,
the Hulk,
no.
Iron Man?
Well, no.
Why would that be?
Well, they'd beat me up.
So, you're saying that you're not a real superhero?
How's that work?
Well, if you wouldn't tell the fact that they're not real superheroes to their face because they'd beat you up, shows that you are not a real hero. What would you say is the hardest thing about being Batman, or any superhero for that matter?
Wearing your undies on the outside.
Well, you could have dressed up as something else. Why does it have to be a batsuit? Why didn't you dress as a snake or something?
Then how would I be able to call it a bat suit? Nice snake suit. It's a bat suit, but it looks like a snake. Yes, but it's a bat suit. No, if it is going to be a bat suit, I have to dress as a bat.
Well, you could have called it a snake suit.
I want a bat suit, and there is no point calling it a snake suit if I'm a Batman.
Would the batsuit suit you better with your undergarments on the inside?
I don't have a choice.
Do people look at you strangely?
I try to work at night, so I don't get to see the funny looks on their faces.
What would you say if I asked you where the Batcave is?
Well, it's in a cave.
If you were to get one wish, what would it be?
A Batmobile with locking doors.
Have you had some problems with theft?
Well, getting a car stolen is a bad thing, but what if the world knows that it is your car and they know it's not you who is driving it.
And how would they know that?
The Joker has been using it in armed hold-ups.
I can see that you are a very smart man. How was it that you got to be so smart?
I actually went through the school system twice.
Really?
Both Batman and Bruce need education. Don't ask stupid questions. It makes you look like an idiot.
That must have been very tiring. How did you manage the time?
Bruce did night correspondence while Batman attended school from 9 to 3.
What was the hardest thing about doing schooling at night?
Reading in the dark.
Could you have turned the light on?
Now that is a good idea.
I hear that you wanted to fight crime early on in your life.
Even before I was born. I had an urge to fight crime after it affected me personally.
How was that?
My parents were gunned down before I was born.
No, they cannot have died before.
You weren't there. How would you know?
May I ask you some questions about the Batmobile?
Only if you ask nicely.
Can I please ask you some questions about the Batmobile?
Okay, you can ask.
What is the fastest you've ever been in the Batmobile? And what kind of gadgets do you have in the Batmobile?
I'll show you.
So, what does this button do?
Oh, that one records the footy for me.
And this one over here?
This button gives me access to the big red button.
What's the big red button do?
It plays the Batman theme song, so people know when I'm coming.
What kind of gadgets do you have on the Batmobile?
This one?
What is it supposed to do?
It disguises it to look like a mid-transformer.
Okay, is there any others?
This one makes the car disappear.
Can we have a look?
No way. I would never be able to find it again.
Then how do we know that it disappears?
Look around the hangar. What do you see?
Nothing. It's empty.
That's what you think. It's full of Batmobiles. I've never been able to find the off switch.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Bats.
Call me Bruce.
Thank you for your time, Bruce.
How did you know my name?
You just told me.
You're pretty clever for an interviewer. Ever thought of fighting crime?
Fighting idiots takes up all my time.
I know what you mean.
What?